Well, a tragic accident this morning, apparently involving alcohol and excessive speed, with one person dying in the crash. According to a press release from the California Highway Patrol, this morning at 5:36, CHP received a report of a solo vehicle collision on Lundy Lake Road. Now that's west of US 395. Multiple CHP personnel were dispatched simultaneously with Mono County Fire Department, Lee Vining Fire Department, and two Mono County paramedic units. Now upon arrival, CHP personnel located a 2004 brown Oldsmobile Alero with significant collision damage. Now the preliminary investigation indicates the driver of the Oldsmobile was traveling westbound on State Route 167 at a very high rate of speed, failed to slow for the stop sign at US 395, became airborne in a western direction and made a hard landing on Lundy Lake Road, traveled off the north road edge of Lundy Lake Road and rolled over several times, causing severe damage to the entire vehicle. Now, collision damage trapped the driver inside of the vehicle. The passenger was ultimately able to exit the vehicle. Fire department personnel arrived and utilized forcible entry power tools in order to gain access to the trapped driver, who Mono County paramedics determined was deceased, and no name has been released as of press time. The passenger was cared for at the scene and then transported by Mono County Paramedic Unit 7 from Bridgeport to Mammoth Hospital. Now, according to that CHP press release, the vehicle contained multiple empty alcoholic beverage containers, and alcohol use, according to that press release, appears to have been a factor in this fatality collision. The CHP report estimated the vehicle was traveling at over 100 miles per hour, and after leaving the road, it traveled over 200 feet, only touching the ground 4 times before landing at its point of rest. And you can see more on this story, and we will update the information as we get it on our website, sierrawave.net. Well, let's talk some burning. The City of Bishop Public Works Department will be burning tules at the sewer ponds east of Bishop. That's starting tomorrow, Thursday, and continuing through Friday, March 14th. This is when weather conditions permit. Now, this work is part of normal maintenance to enhance the treatment of the city's wastewater. Great Basin Air Pollution Control District, local fire departments, and the Bishop Police Department are involved with this burn, so you are asked to please not call if you see the large plume of smoke. And again, that'll be to the east side of Bishop. Also, LADWP and CAL FIRE crews plan to burn Rawson Ponds number 2 east of Bishop coming up on Monday, March 10th. Now, burning will take place throughout the morning, and smoke will be visible in and around the Bishop area. And again, the public is asked not to report the smoke and fire in the controlled burn area. Crews will monitor the fire throughout the burn and will take precautions to keep smoke away from Bishop. Now, the burning of cattails and tules is one necessary step in this habitat improvement project. Now, weeks after the burn, volunteers will provide equipment and labor to support the cleaning of the pond. Once complete, the project will improve recreational access to the warm water fisheries and waterfowl habitat for the public's enjoyment. Anyone wishing to volunteer time or equipment to the project, contact the great Dick Knowles at 760-873-4519. Also, pile burning in Devil's Post Pile has been completed. Now, this was a joint fuel reduction project located on both the Inyo National Forest and at Devil's Post Pile National Monument near Reds Meadow, and this was in non-wilderness areas. Now, between February 18th and 20th, Inyo National Forest fire crews burned over 200 piles on 59 acres in Devil's Post Pile National Monument and continue to burn piles on Inyo National Forest land in Reds Meadow Valley. A joint project successful in promoting forest health and reducing the risk for future high-intensity wildfires. Now, this project goal was to reduce the fuel loads following the Devil's Windstorm of 2011, when thousands of trees in the Reds Meadow Valley were blown down, greatly increasing the amount of hazardous fuels. And again, you can see more on this story on our website, sierrawave.net. Also from Devil's Post Pile, A new National Park Service report shows that nearly 90,000 visitors to Devil's Postpile in 2012 spent $5.128 million in communities near the park. That spending supported 65 jobs in the local area, according to that press release. Now, the report shows $14.7 billion of direct spending by 283 million park visitors in communities within 60 miles of a national park. Now, according to the report, most visitor spending supports jobs in restaurant, grocery, and convenience stores, 39%, hotels, motels, and bread and breakfasts at 27%, and other amusement and recreation at 20%. If you would like to see or download that report, you can go to the website nature.nps.gov. And starting this weekend, Playhouse 395 presents the Rodgers and Hammerstein blockbuster musical, Oklahoma. Now, performances will be taking place at the Bishop Union High School Dorothy Joseph Auditorium. Local cast is led by real-life couple Jen and Eddie Davis. Veteran director Martha Reynolds takes the reins for Oklahoma, while Diana and Chris LaLanne direct the vocals, and Bishop Community Band conductor Mark Hatter leads the live orchestra. Key cast members feature Patty Cook, Ron Valenzuela, Chet Baker, Susan Coons, and newcomer Christian Herrera. Now, behind the scenes, dozens of volunteers have built and painted some amazing sets, hand creating Western costumes and gathering ranching props. And you want to make sure that you're dressed up. Get your best Western gear out and join the fun, because a prize will be given out at each show for the best dress cowgirl and cowboy. Performances will be running through March 22nd. You can buy tickets, get more information at the website playhouse395.com, or give a call to 760-920-9100. Oklahoma starting this week. We'll be back with a weather report.